All right, we got the very, very final bit of mountain hill training for the Baroko 100. And certainly enough of them. There we go. Guys and girls, Team M Legion, so that was yesterday, my last chance to get a bit of hill training in. Generally quite an easy session, very slow average pace, just focusing on a bit of speed work up the hills, maybe more of a confidence boost than anything, and obviously getting Layla out there with me as well, which was cool. So it's the final few days then before the event, 100-kilometer marathon in the Czech Mountains. It's Tuesday afternoon now. The race is kicking off at midnight on Friday, or 00:00 on Saturday, whichever way you want to look at it. So what's happening this week that's different? So training's over, that's done. Yesterday even was a pretty easy session. Now it's pretty much resting. I probably will do a little bit of running and stuff still on the lead up to the event, but just to keep my body going, keep things sort of ticking over more than anything. I'll talk about that more in another video. So in the other video I mentioned that alongside the physical side of things, which I haven't had a great deal of time to prepare for, I've been doing a bit of mental training as well. All right, so I've been putting quite a bit of focus on the mental preparation side since I haven't had too long to do that much physical training. All right, so talk a little bit more about what I've been doing for that. Okay, so it's pretty well documented within psychological research that distraction is quite often a very effective form of analgesia away from pain and discomfort. Okay, and the more you focus on the positives within any given scenario whilst performing any given task, the more you focus on enjoying the process or your strengths within that task, okay, the better performance tends to be. All right, really interesting study actually that I was reading about the other day out of Stanford. I think was a group of Asian women who performed mathematics tests on 2 separate occasions. First occasion, they were primed to focus their attention on the fact that they were women and that women generally score more poorly in those kind of academic tests than men. Okay, and then on the second occasion, they were primed to focus their attention on the fact they were Asian and ethnicity, which generally does very well in mathematics based tasks. And sure enough, on the second occasion, when they're primed to focus on their strengths, they performed significantly better than they did on the first occasion. Right, so that's just like one example of many where focusing on your strengths, focusing on the positives of the scenario, okay, produces a better outcome in the end. All right. Also, going back to my Royal Marine days, okay, one of the core principles that gets drummed into you as a Royal Marine, which is cheerfulness in the face of adversity. Okay, always focusing on finding that humour, finding that positive light in the face of all the shit when it is shit. Okay, that's a very that's one easy way of bringing up morale during those times and improving performance. That's the reason that is there. That's the reason that's drummed into you, because it improves performance when the pressure is on. All right, so that's pretty much what I've been doing. I guess what I've been doing really during my harder training sessions has been practicing the art of looking on the bright side. Focusing my attention on what I'm enjoying about that that moment. In that moment, okay, if I'm getting sore, I'm getting tired, I've got niggles, hot spots, whatever it might be, what am I enjoying about that moment right then? Okay, yes, I'm sore, yes, I'm tired, but I'm out here running, I'm somewhere beautiful, okay, my ankle's sore, but actually fitness-wise, I'm feeling really good, or, oh yeah, I'm feeling a bit low on energy, but you know, I'm also feeling strong, I'm maintaining good form, my breathing's good, you know, whatever the positives are that I can latch onto in that moment are the things that I'm focusing my attention on. Okay, focusing on my strengths, reminding myself that I'm out there running because I like it, and one of the reasons that I like it is because I'm generally quite good at it. So all of those things, just focusing my attention on the positives of the situation and my strengths as an individual. Also, on some occasions, using those opportunities when it is getting tough, when I am getting tired, to visualize forward. What could this be reflective of on the day? Maybe this is how I'm going to feel, or I'm going to be feeling similar to this at the moment that I've got to the top of my steepest climb. Maybe this is similar to how I'm going to feel when I'm 80 to 90 kilometers in and I'm absolutely hanging out and I've still got 10 to 20 kilometers to go. You know, how am I going to be feeling then? This might be, you know, reflective of that. And then focusing on the positives of that situation. Visualizing forward. I'm in that moment. I'm getting to the top of the steepest hill. I'm knackered. What am I going to be thinking here? Well, I'm about to tackle the steepest hill. After that, there's no more steepest hills. That's the steepest one. It's done. You know, and smiling into these as well. You know, one of the easiest ways sometimes to change our mental state is to change our physical state. If you sit and frown for long enough, you'll probably start to feel grumpy. If you sit and smile for long enough, it will cheer you up. It sounds silly, it might be a little bit daft if there's people around, but it works, okay? This shit does work. So yeah, so visualizing forward, taking the opportunity to use the power of visualization. How's it going to feel on the day? What am I going to do in this situation? What are the things that I'm going to focus on? Well, I'm going to focus on the fact that I will have already cracked 80 to 90 kilometers if I've still got 10 to 20 left to go. That in itself will be the furthest I'll have ever run. Focusing on all those good things and getting used to the idea of being in that moment and maintaining that positive outlook, so that on the day when it comes, I'll be familiar with those feelings. I'll be familiar with those feelings of feeling tired, verging on you know, a state that could make me miserable, but holding my own and maintaining that positive outlook. All right, it's been a lot of talk about practicing the art of looking on the bright side, but I feel like it's worth mentioning. So I won't waffle on about anything else in this video. I'll talk a little bit more over the next couple of days, probably tomorrow, about diet, what I'm doing a bit differently this week for diet, how I'm going to prep for that, maybe a little bit about kit and packing, because I'll be packing tomorrow for the trip. We'll talk about maybe what I'm planning to do for that. Or if you guys have got any questions, let me know, and I'll try and get around to answering them. Oh, quick reminder, Just Giving page up and running for British Red Cross. Okay, if you fancy giving me a little bit of support, okay, support them as well. Support me by supporting them. Visit the page, the link will be in the description. Give what you can to them, even if it's just a few quid. There's already been a couple of donations, which is awesome. Thank you, whoever's done that. But the more we can raise for them, the better, since they've had such a hard time, you know, dealing with everything recently. So great effort if you can give something to that, guys. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you all